Everybody talks about brands, but the real issue in marketing today is not brands. The real issue in marketing today is categories. People care more about categories than they do about brands. Let me give you an example. You're in a bar, it's midnight, you're thinking to yourself, gee, I'd like an energy drink. So what do? You say to the bartender, I'd like a Red Bull. On the other hand, the next night, you're out with your girl, first time, first date, you want to impress the girl. So you say to the bartender, I'd like a Grey Goose. The same thing happens day after day after day. You're talking to a friend, I want to save money. So you say, let's go to Walmart. But your friend is not as stingy as you are. Your friend says, well, that's cheap, but I want something a little more chic. So your friend says, let's go to Target instead. Brands stand for categories. People want to buy categories, and they use the brand names as a means to an end. In other words, they use the brand name to get the category they want. For example, you want a safe car? You go down to your Volvo dealer. You want a car that's fun to drive? Hey, no choice. You got to go to BMW. How about a car that's sports car? Nice sports car, impress your friends. You got to show up at Porsche. How about a cheap car? Cheapest car you can find? You got to go down to the Hyundai dealer. On the other hand, you want a reliable car? That's when you show up at Toyota. A luxury car? No choice there. You got to go to Lexus. And you want a prestige car? Hey, it's got to be Mercedes-Benz. The brand stands for a category, and it's the category that people want to buy. Volvo, for example, is a safe car. Volvo has become a big brand by focusing on safety. So what have they done recently? They've done what too many marketers do. They try to expand the market by telling people, wait a minute, we're not a safe car, we're a sporty car. So they introduced the C70, the sports Volvo, a convertible Volvo. That's not a very safe car. And then they introduced the Volvo luxury car, the luxury car that treats life like the greatest luxury of all. Luxury? What's a Volvo? Is it safe? Is it sporty? Is it luxurious? It's everything and it's nothing. When you try to be all things to everybody, you don't stand for anything in the mind. There are 36 major automobile brands on the market today. I mean, you're lucky if you're one of these brands and you can own a single word in the mind, like safety and driving and prestige. Why in the world would you try to expand into 3 or 4 or 5 different categories? That's the thing that destroys brands. Look at General Motors. Look at the Wall Street Journal last year. Is General Motors unraveling? And they are saying basically yes. General Motors is unraveling. Well, one reason is the brands don't stand for anything. What's a Chevrolet? If you ask the average person, what's a Chevrolet? You know what they're going to say? Well, it's a large, small, cheap, expensive car or truck. That's a Chevrolet? Yeah, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. What's a Cadillac? See the latest ad from Cadillac? Life, liberty, and the pursuit. Life, liberty, and the pursuit? What the heck does that mean? As a matter of fact, look at General Motors advertising. None of the General Motors brands really own a word in the mind. They don't stand for anything. Chevrolet says it's an American revolution. What does that mean? They got an AK-47 under the front seat in case there's a revolution and you can protect yourself? I don't think that's exactly what they mean. Saturn says people first. What does that mean? Pontiac says action. Well, I suppose you're a teenager, you get the idea there, but for most teenagers can't afford to buy a Pontiac. And Buick is beyond precision. Beyond precision? Matter of fact, they'd be happy to have a precise car, let alone an automobile that's beyond precision. And Cadillac, as you know, is life, liberty, and the pursuit. No wonder General Motors is in trouble. Troubled GM loses billions, says the newspapers recently. General Motors is in trouble because they're selling brands when they should be thinking of categories. They should be thinking about how to take each one of their cars and own a category in the mind. The brand stands for the category. You got to win the battle of the category, not the battle of the brand. And that's the Ries report.
It's game day. Today, tomorrow, every day. And game face is our only face. We're not normal. Normal doesn't run everywhere or take a stopwatch to everything. Normal doesn't dedicate itself to never letting its customers down. Not a single one. Never, ever, ever. Normal doesn't live to beat the rush. Obsessed about out-the-door times? That's not normal. Counting pepperoni in your sleep? Not normal. Normal is average. Normal is ordinary. Normal is what people expect. Normal doesn't have pizza sauce flowing through its veins. The other guy is normal. That's why no one delivers like we do.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Work hard
All my lifetime, no help from my friends. So Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? That's it.
Volkswagen Touareg with benefits that benefit.
Let's try it.